Many of us have heard about lapsed Catholics, or we might have a friend who has started to explore New Age spirituality. But what about Jew-boos? I just love that name, and today I'm here with author Frankel, who is going to explain what that means and to shed some light about a new phenomenon of spiritual seekers combining the best of two ancient religions and what we might learn from that example. So thank you for having me here today.
Thank you.
So what is a Jew-boo? Explain that.
I know. Well, a Jew-boo, and some people like to go boo-Jew, so whatever works for them, is really about people who are Jewish, who are exploring Buddhism in a certain way. So it might be that somebody is melding both Jewish and Buddhism together in their spiritual practice. It might be somebody who was born Jewish but now identifies as a Buddhist, or it could be somebody very connected to their Jewish heritage, but they're incorporating Buddhist practices into their faith. And so the term really became popular with the release of the book The Jew and the Lotus by Roger Kamenetz in the 90s, when he, along with 8 rabbis and Jewish scholars, were invited by the Dalai Lama to go to Dharamsala in India and to have an interreligious dialogue. And it just turned out that so many Jews were practicing Buddhism and had things to share with each other that became a quick phrase of the Jew-boo phenomenon was born.
So is this a common thing? Is there a lot of Jewish people who study Buddhism?
Yeah, you know, it's estimated that in the West, 30% of all Buddhist practitioners are Jewish.
Wow.
And most of the prominent Western Buddhist teachers are Jewish by birth. So for example, you have in Cambridge Lama Surya Das, who is a Tibetan Lama. He was born Jeffrey Miller in Brooklyn. His mother calls him the Delhi Lama.
That's so cute. So you consider yourself a Jew-boo. How has that enriched your life or changed your life?
It's really enriched my life. I mean, from the time I was 10 or 11, I was interested in Buddhism and was reading about it and studying about it. And I think for me, so much of Judaism I didn't relate to on a spiritual level. And so incorporating Buddhism and Buddhist philosophy not only filled that void for me, that spiritual void, but in a very long, complicated journey, actually helped me to become a much more committed and connected person to my Judaism. It really sort of allowed me to find the beauty in Judaism by incorporating a lot of the practices of Buddhism. Sometimes, you know, that idea of you travel far to go back home.
Right, so you've come full circle.
So I've come full circle, but still would consider myself, you know, really holding both in my heart and practicing both my, you know, kind of having my Jewish roots watered and my branches stretching to a Buddhist philosophy.
And there's a temple in town, Rabbi B, as a lot of people
Rabbi
know,
B, yes,
who is very welcoming of all faiths and religions. And you recently wrote a book with him, is that right?
I did, and actually Rabbi Baruch Halavi, Rabbi B, practiced Buddhism for many years and incorporates meditation and chanting and drumming at his congregation at Shirat Hayam. And so we did co-author a book together called Ruach, A Revolution of Jewish Spirit, which will be coming out in August. And in it, among many things, we were both able to talk about our own spiritual journeys, both of which includes Buddhism, and how it really helped form a richer spiritual connection for us and for, I think, many people who are searching for more meaning in their lives. Some people will find it in the religion of their birth, but I think what we really need to be open to is people exploring and bringing different ideas, sharing different faiths together, and bringing a richness into our lives, connecting to our truest self, but connecting with others in a community way as well.
Right. So if someone, not everyone's Jewish or Buddhist or even a Jew-boo, so how do you see if someone wanted to try to combine or mix together ideas, like how would they get started on that?
You know, I think that some people, you know, feel that they're very connected to their religion of birth, whatever it might be, but would like to maybe explore another path, another idea. And so I think something in Buddhism like meditation, or again, the mindfulness training, is something that you can bring in to any faith that can really enrich. So maybe you're sitting in Mass and you find that your mind wanders at times, but a Buddhist practice can help you focus much more in the moment of what's going on in church or in synagogue or in mosque. So something as simple as practicing awareness, breath awareness, I think can really add to any religious faith and tradition.
Well, thank you so much for having me today and sharing about this mix-match phenomenon.
Thank you. It's been fun talking to you.
So we've discovered about Jew-boos and how they've mixed the best of two very important worldviews. If you'd like to learn more about Ellen's books, the one with Rabbi B or Sid Arthur, you can go to her website, authorellenfrankel.com. And next time on Health and Wellness, we are going to be going a little deeper into how you can discover your true self and how that can really help you craft a life that's fulfilling and meaningful, which is a topic close to my heart. So I hope you can join us then.